part of the course STT205, all right, as we have just recently concluded the theoretical part of the course. Okay, so with this being said, let's hop straight into it. Okay, so we have STT205. STT205. All right, and we will be taking our bearing tonight from frequency. Okay, frequency. Now, when we say frequency, what are we talking about? Get my notes all set up. Okay. Now, just a moment. Frequency distribution. Frequency distribution. Okay. When we talk about frequency distribution, all right, it is a table, all right, and this table shows the value of data, all right, and number of their occurrence. Now let's take it like this. Shows the value, a table that shows the value. All right, it's a table that shows the value of data, of certain data. Get my duster. Of certain data. All right, and it doesn't just show the value of certain data, it does as well show the number of occurrences, all right, and show the number of occurrence, all right, the number of occurrence, that should be double R, occurrence of each value of the data. Now let's see, let's observe, all right, let's observe this as we have a table. All right, we're going to draw a table to explain this properly. Okay, now we have given the following value. Let's erase this. So we have frequency distribution, we have frequency distribution. All right, now given the following value, all right, find, all right, the frequency distribution. Let's note frequency distribution with Fi. All right, so now the values are, we have okay, let me sketch it here. Let me sketch the values here. Let me just sketch it carefully. 5, we have 3, we have 6, all right, we have 7, we have 4, we have 1, we have 2, all right. We have 4, we have 0, and we have 3. 5, 3, 6, 7, 4, 1, 4, 7, 4, 1, 2, 4, 0, 3. All right. We also have 3, 5, 2, 6. We have 2, we have 5, we have 0, we have 7, we have 2, and we have 5. Okay, now I think I should space that up a little bit. Let me space this up a little bit so we can see things clearly and sharply. All right, let me clear this up a little bit. So we have 3, we have 5, we have 2, we have 6, we have 2, we have 5, we have 0, we have 7, we have 2, and we have 5. Okay, now we have 2, we have 3, we have 5, we have 4, we have 6, we have 7, we have 5, we have 1, we have 1, and we have 3. All right, so these are the values. Okay, these are the values. Now, what are we looking for? Our frequency distribution. All right, given the following value, all right, find the frequency distribution, which we denote with Fi. All right, now let's sketch a table. We have solution, now there's something we need to understand. All right, majority of us are not new to the system. All right, it is no news, all right, that 100 level, 200 level, 300 level, okay, 100 level and 200 level, first and second semester, all right, your first 4 semesters, 100 level, 200 level, all right. Everybody knows that you don't do pen and paper until you get to 300 level, all right. So it's no news that your questions are going to be computer based, all right. It's going to be computer based test, and the best you can do, all right, is to give your answers using the computer. So in cases like this, whereby you might not be given this opportunity to begin to draw, begin to find, begin to sketch, all right. Maybe a question like this can be given. They can list the values, all right, and say find the frequency distribution of, let's assume they listed all these values in the exam, and you are told to find the frequency distribution of just 5. So now, when you are doing mathematics or against statistics, you'll be allowed to have a plain sheet. I think in the examination, or invigilators will give you plain sheet if you request for it. So now it will be your responsibility to sketch this out, all right, in your plain sheet and begin to solve. And maybe you are given option, fine. Maybe you are not given option. It all depends, all right. But the thing is that you won't be sketching all these things on the computer. All right, so now we have the values and we are looking for this. All right, so now what we represent, let's represent these values, all right, in our table. Let's represent the value with xi, all right, and let's represent the value of our frequency. Now we are looking for the values, we are looking for the frequency, so we need to acknowledge these values all right, and the space we have made for them in the sketch, in this table, is under xi, all right. So we are looking for frequency distribution, all right. Now let's look at what is the lowest value we are having here, all right. From what I can see here, our lowest value is 0, all right. So we have the lowest value here. I think I should use a black marker for that. All right, our lowest value is 0. Okay. So followed by, all right, we have 1. All right, we have 2, we have 3, we have 4, we have 5, we have 6, we have 7. From what I can see here, 7 is the highest number. All right, 7 is the highest number. All right, so now let's put all that into consideration. So we have right, this is for 1, for 2, for 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now let's plug this in. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, you know, all this is scattered. All right, all the values are scattered. So now we've, to get our frequency distribution, we have properly arranged them here. All right, so from here now we can then say, all right, for the frequency distribution of O of 0, now let's look in our value here. What is the frequency? Talking about the frequency, how many times 0 appeared in this distribution? All right, then we begin to count. So we have 1, we have 2. All right, so the frequency distribution of 0 is 2. All right, so we have 1 is the next one. Okay, now let's look at what is the frequency distribution for 1. We have 1. Okay, nothing here, nothing here. We have 3. All right, this is 1, 2, 3. All right, so we have 3. I hope we are getting it. Okay, now we go next to 2. We check what is the frequency distribution of 2 in the distribution. So we check, is anything here? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, that is 5. All right, now let's move to the next one, which is 3. Now let's check for the value of 3. All right, in the frequency of 3 in this distribution. All right, we have 1, we have 2, we have 3, we have 4, we have 5. All right, so that is 5 for 3. Then we check again for 4. What do we have for 4? We have 1, we have 2, we have 3. Okay. We have 3. All right, so let's check for 5. For 5, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, we have 6. Okay, now for 6, what do we have? For 6, we have 1, we have 2, we have 3. All right, for 6, we have 3. All right, and for 7, we have 1, 2, 3 as well. All right, so we've been able to successfully find the frequency distribution for each, all right, value in this distribution. All right, so sometimes you might not be asked to find the frequency, all right, distribution of all the value. All right, you might just be given specific number. All right, now for example, For example, now let's highlight some values. Yeah, 0, 7, 8, 6, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, 2, 1, 7, 8, 7, 6, 3, 4. Now, you might be given these values now, and you are just told to look for specific distribution, and you are told to look for specific, the frequency distribution of just few specified values. Alright, now you might be told to find, find the frequency. Let me just use Fi. Alright, the Fi of 8, 7, and 2. Alright, you don't even have to do all this table. Alright, in a situation like this, maybe your some objective or objective, you just come here. Alright, Fi equals 8 equals Fi equals 7. Fi of 2 equals, now come here, you check your distribution, how many times is 8 appearing, then you check, we have 1, we have 2. Alright, so 8 is, the frequency distribution for 8 is 2. Alright, check for 7, we have 1. Alright, we have 2. 7, 2, we have 2. Alright, then you check for 2. Alright, we have 1, we have 2, we have 3. Alright, so 2 is 3. Alright, so that is how it works. Alright, so on this note, I'm going to give us an assignment, alright, to be sure that we all understand and we follow. Alright, because frequency distribution is one important thing we learn in statistics. It is very important. When we begin to get to standard deviation, mean, median, mode, all these things, this is the foundation. Alright, so I need to be sure if we understand and we grab this enough. So on this, I'll be giving us assignments. Alright. So I've taught us two different methods now. You can use the solving for frequency distribution. Alright, so we have Fi. Alright. Solve for the Fi of the following value. Alright, we have 2, we have 4, we have 5, we have F, we have G. Alright, in the distribution below. Alright, so this is the distribution. We have 0, we have 3, we have 2, we have 4, we have 5, we have 1, we have 0. Alright, we have 4, we have 2, we have 3, we have 7, we have 6, we have 5, and we have 9. Alright, then we have 5, 1, 0, 0, 2, 1, 5. Alright, and we have F, we have G, we have G, we have Z, we have A, we have B, and we have F. And we have O, we have Z, we have G, we have F, we have 2, we have 5, and we have 4. Alright, so we are expected to solve, all right, find the frequency distribution of the following values. These are the values, all right, and the values we are solving for, we are looking for. So this is what it is, and on this note we are going to stop here because I don't want to rush us, and I want us to take it one step at a time. All right, so we're having our class tomorrow same time, all right, and before tomorrow's class we all are expected to have submitted our assignments. All right, submit your assignments, attempt it on a full star sheet, or all right, anyhow you want to do it, but just take a picture of it and send it to the group so I can access it. Thank you very much, everyone. I hope we've been able to gain a thing or two in tonight's class, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Let's have a wonderful night rest. Bye bye.